Nu ska vi gå vidare i programmet och välkomna upp 2 projekt inom området förnybar produktion som då finansieras genom forsknings- och innovationsprogrammet Framtidens elsystem. Den här sessionen kommer bjuda in till samtal med då 2 projektrepresentanter och sen kommer vi ju också att avsluta med en panel där vi får in lite branschperspektiv också. Men first off, I will speak English now. We will be talking to Hamid from RISE, and Hamid is currently researching how AI-based energy prediction can increase efficiency from wind farms. Welcome.
Yes, först tycker att min svenska är inte bra att klara hela intervju på svenska, men we can present in English. Yes.
And that's no trouble at all.
Thank you.
Would you like to start by giving us a brief introduction to yourself?
Yes, my name is Hamid, and currently I'm working as a researcher in the Renewable Energy System Unit at RISE. And my academic background is in thermal-fluid dynamics, and I hold a docent title in wind power technology from Chalmers. And my main research areas is about numerical modeling and analysis of wind turbines and wind farms. And over the past almost 15 years, I have contributed to several projects aimed for improving turbine life and performance and overall reliability.
Cool. Today we will get the chance to learn about your project on how wind farm efficiency can increase by using AI-based energy prediction. To begin with, could you just briefly describe what challenges your project is addressing?
Let's say that in Sweden, electricity demand is rising quickly, specifically with the electrification of the transport industry and also housing. And I think wind power can be a major part of our fossil-free future. However, wind energy is highly variable, and making accurate forecasting is difficult, and also creating some both grid and economic risk. As an example, a 1% prediction error can cost about tens of millions of dollars annually, especially in Sweden when we have a target to reach to about 52 terawatt hours of wind power by 2026. And in our project, we are tackling with this by using AI to make wind power more predictable and efficient, because the turbine usually interacts through wake effects, translation in the lower speed and more turbulence. And in that scenario, we are developing some type of AI tool trained on the real data from Swedish wind farms and to deliver much more accurate and fast forecast. Then I think by improving prediction accuracy, we can support reliable grid integration and reduce the losses and make the energy in Sweden more secure. Recent research usually shows that AI can cut this power forecasting error by 20 to 30%. And our goal is to bring these gains into the real operation in upcoming years.
Before speaking with you today, I had to do some research because I am no wind power researcher myself. And in the description about your project, you mentioned that you're using graph neural networks to model and predict wind farm power output. Could you just explain in plain terms how this method works and why you find it to be a promising approach for wind farms?
Usually everybody uses social media, and the idea from this project came from the Facebook and Instagram social media because a wind farm usually works like a network. Each turbine is influenced by the neighbors, especially those of wind. So graph neural networks, which is the backbone of most of these social networks nowadays, are designed somehow to model exactly this kind of interconnected relationships. In our approach, in our research approach, where each turbine is modeled as a node, and the edges represent physical factors like distance, wind direction, wake effects, and so on. So the graph neural networks learns how changes in one turbine affect the other turbines. And this makes it to capture both the spatial interaction across the wind farm and also the temporal pattern, which occurs usually in the real data, which is extracted from turbines, and of course, meteorological data. So the graph neural networks scale well to full wind farms, and it can learn spatial dynamics and standard neural compared to the standard neural network that usually this type of neural network needs this interconnection. And what we would like to expect to improve prediction maybe by 3 to 5%, especially under changing atmospheric condition. And this kind of gain makes AI very useful for real wind farm operation rather than just the research, let's say. And in our project, we were very lucky that include 2 good industrial partners and be as a part of the competition in these 2 industries for forecasting energy. So, and still our model needs improvement.
You mentioned that you're using real data in the project. What kind of data are you using, and do you have any data challenges you face?
When the wind turbine within the wind farm works, they generate some type of data, which is usually, say, SCADA data, and it's a supervisory control and data acquisition system. So we work with real data from our industry partners, including 10-minute measurement of some signals like wind speed, wind direction, temperature, and turbine power, in addition to reanalysis and forecast weather data. These are very valuable, I think, because but unfortunately, these type of signals from these sensors are very messy and noisy. And there are some data gaps appearing that, and also some instruments are out of order or freezing in winter. So one of the major parts of our effort goes to the cleaning, validating, and calibrating data to ensure that it reflects the physical reality. We also use a mix of real and synthetic data from numerical wind farm simulation. I think it helps very much to model, to make the model more generalized to conditions that not fully captured by measurement. I think this is one of our good part of our work, because this hybrid training approach is especially useful when we are limited in real data. So we try to improve data quality upfront, and ensure that these resulting AI prediction are both accurate and also reliable for operators and grid planners, let's say.
From the perspective of a wind farm operator, what value do you expect the outcomes of this research to deliver in the next few years?
What I like that our model works well first to increase the annual energy power production through the better control of the wake losses and improve power forecasting. This is some type of translation into higher revenue and lower cost of electricity, which I think helps Swedish wind power more competitive. And I think the AI can reduce this type of curtailment specifically and imbalance cost, which is usually occurs in the wind farm. And if we can provide some more accurate short-term forecast, then I think we'd allow operators to have a better maintenance planning, especially like the times when there is a very low wind period, and also it helps to support the grid balancing. 2 approaches to affect economically and environmentally, let's say. I think even our model can improve 1%, as I said, it's about annual millions of Swedish kronor. Maybe based on my measurement, is half of the full research budget in Sweden, even 1%. So that's promising. So we work in this. So what I expect is that our work become part of the next generation of digital tooling for wind farms in Sweden, and continuously learn from data and adapt to the new condition and keep Swedish wind power more reliable, competitive, and carbon negative in future, hopefully.
That's very exciting. When will you be presenting your finished results?
We had a mid-report, but now we're working on improving our forecast model based on the approaching to some type of good weather data. Because the backbone is the weather data, and now we're struggling to how to achieve a good weather data as a good input. Usually, AI needs good data for training. So, and now we found a very promising approach, and our aim is to work in open source. So without relying on some type of buying some, even it helps a lot, but I think if we can provide some type of open source tool that hold the wind farm energy community in Sweden use, I would be very happy. Yes.
Thank you, Hamid. You will be back on the panel later.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.